So good afternoon to all. In last class already we discussed about angle modulation. So what is meant by angle modulation? What is meant by angle modulation? Respond anyone.
Phase angle is varied in accordance to message signal.
Very good. If the angle is varies with respective to instantaneous value of message signal, then it is called angle modulation. So the angle is varied in two ways. One is frequency, another one is phase. So that's why according to that we have two types of angle modulations. One is frequency modulation and another one is phase modulation. So in last class already we observed the waveforms for both PM, that is phase modulation, and frequency modulation FM. So we denote with as VPM of T and VFM of T. So VFM of T is a frequency modulated wave. VPM of T is a phase modulated wave. Phase modulated wave. So once again you observe the waveforms. If you observe the waveforms, so this is the FM signal. If you take the message signal as M of T, so that is it have the low frequency, therefore it occupies high time periods. It occupies high time period. If you observe the FM signal, already I told you in FM signal for positive cycles we send one frequency and for negative cycles once we send another frequency. That is, if we represent the positive cycle frequency as F1 and if we represent the negative cycle frequency as F2, so that is F1 is 300 kilohertz and F2 is 150 kilohertz. This is only for examples. So that is always positive cycle frequency is high compared to negative cycle frequency. So therefore, we send high frequency for positive cycles. So for entire positive cycle, we send one frequency and this is represented by this waveform. One second. So this waveform. So if you extend the positive cycle, if we extend the positive cycle up to this positive cycle, we send this frequency. Again, for negative cycle, suppose if we send 150 kilohertz frequency, so that is represented with longer time periods. That is represented with longer time periods. So that is for negative cycle, we send a frequency of F2. For positive cycle, we send a frequency of F1. Again, for positive cycle, we send a frequency of F1. So here, for example, if we take F1 as 300 kilohertz, F2 has 150 kilohertz. So for alternate cycles, we send different frequency. That is F1 and F2. But whereas coming to the PM, that is phase modulated, here we change the phase of the signal at every instant of time, at every instant of time. So that is, this is the PM signal. So in this, the frequency, the angle of the carrier is changes in accordance with the amplitude of the message signal. In accordance with the amplitude of message signal. Here, angle of carrier frequency is changes at every time, at every time. So, but here, if you observe for every positive cycle, we send one frequency. That is, there is a change in frequency for every cycle. But here, there is a change in phase for every instant of time. That is called PM. That is called PM. For mathematical analysis, that is for representation of AM, for representation of PM and FM. Already you observed in last class the mathematical analysis of PM signal. Once again, I will repeat. So for that purpose, here we take let us consider C of t. The generalized sinusoidal signal is given by C of t, that is carrier wave. is equal to AC cos omega CT plus phi. But in actual cases, we represent with in amplitude modulation, there is a change in amplitude. So that's why in that case, we concentrate on amplitudes only. There is no change in phase and frequency. But in this techniques, in this angle modulation technique, there is a constant amplitude, but frequency and phases are varies. So that's why here C of t, carrier, C of t can be represented as A cos omega Ct plus phi. Actually, in previous case, we consider C of t equal to AC cos omega Ct. AC is the amplitude of the carrier and omega C angular frequency. But here we consider the change in phase, change in angle. So that's why here we consider plus phi. So from this equation, write the first equation, C of t, that is carrier. You can take AC also. That is your own interest. You take AC or A. But you must represent C of t. If you represent with F of t, then you confuse again. So you represent always carrier with the C of t. C of t, AC cos omega Ct plus phi. Note down this as equation number 1. What is A? In this equation, A represents amplitude or AC. AC represent amplitude. What is omega C? Omega C is the angular frequency. From that already you know FC. What is FC? FC equal to omega C by 2 pi, which is frequency of that wave. Frequency of that wave. And phi. What is phi here? Phi is phase. Phi is phase. If we take omega Ct plus phi is equal to theta t, that is the combination of angular frequency and phase can be considered as angle variation with respect to time. So that's why theta of t can be considered as omega Ct plus phi. Then the above equation becomes A cos theta t. A cos theta t. Note down this as equation number 2. Note down this as equation number 2. Where theta of t equal to omega Ct plus phi. Where theta t equal to omega Ct plus phi. If theta t is varies linearly with respect to time, theta t is varies linearly with respect to time, then the instantaneous value of theta t, becomes omega Ct plus phi plus Kp into m of t. Kp into m of t. So after modulation, this theta t is varies with respect to time. And this theta is varies in accordance with the message signal. So therefore here we consider the proportionality constant, which is called Kp. And this constant is considered as phase deviation. How this theta is varies? This theta is varies in accordance with the instantaneous value of message signal. So to calculate instantaneous value of theta t, we can consider Kp into m of t. Where Kp is called phase deviation. And m of t already you know message signal. So therefore theta it becomes omega Ct plus phi plus Kp into m of t. Note down this as equation number 3. Equation number 3. So this is after modulation, the theta becomes like this. So now the new carrier after modulation, we can represent with Vpm of t, that is phase modulated wave. So therefore here we consider the instantaneous angle. So that is AC cos theta it. AC cos theta it. Here not VC, AC cos theta it. But what is theta it? Theta it is, from equation number 3, we have omega ct plus phi plus kp into m of t. So therefore you substitute that one and you can write Vpm of t equal to AC into cos omega ct plus phi plus kp into m of t. Put this as equation number 4. Note down the above equation represents phase modulated wave. If you take the instantaneous frequency, how we calculate? You represent instantaneous frequency as omega I by taking the derivation of theta. We have instantaneous frequency. So therefore you note down omega I equal to, what is omega I? Instantaneous frequency. How we calculate? Instantaneous frequency is calculated by taking the derivative of theta. What is theta? Angle. So omega I equal to derivative of theta equal to derivative of substitute theta. What is theta? Here you note down theta I. To calculate instantaneous frequency, here we take instantaneous theta. What is theta I of t? It is omega ct plus phi plus kp into m of t. Now substitute theta it. So after derivation, here we have omega c. Since phi is a constant, it becomes 0. And kp is a constant. So therefore kp derivative of m of t. Note down one number for this equation, that is to instantaneous frequency omega I. Omega I equal to omega c plus kp into derivative of m of t. From this equation, what you observe? The instantaneous frequency omega I is linearly varies with respect to derivative of message signal. So the instantaneous angular frequency omega I varies linearly with respect to derivative of message signal. So that is derivative of modulating signal. What you know, omega I equal to omega c plus kp into derivative of m of t. If you take a direct modulation, take this as case 2. Direct modulation of instantaneous frequency. So therefore, Wi, instantaneous frequency, can be considered as, instantaneous angular frequency can be considered as omega c into kf into m of t. If you take a phase modulation, you can represent that parameter as kp, and if you take a frequency modulation, you represent that parameter, that constant, as kf. If you consider a direct modulation, if you take a direct modulation, the instantaneous frequency can be written as omega I equal to omega c plus kf into m of t. Here kf is a frequency deviation. In the previous case, here we consider kp, that is, it is a phase deviation. Kp. If you change the frequency, we call it as a proportionality constant for frequency, which is represented with kf. That is frequency deviation. So for that, if you take instantaneous angular frequency omega I equal to omega c plus kf into m of t. In the previous case, if you consider how we calculate omega I is calculated by taking the derivative of angle. To calculate theta. To calculate theta, what is the reverse process? Integration. So we take integral of instantaneous value of omega I to calculate the instantaneous angle. We take the integral of instantaneous value of angular frequency. So therefore theta it equal to integral of omega I dt. But here what is omega I? Omega I equal to omega c plus kf into m of t. So note down at here, substituting omega I. Therefore theta it equal to integral of omega c plus kf into m of t into dt. So after taking integration, it becomes omega ct plus kf constant, kf integral of m of t dt. Need not take the third parameter since it is a constant. So no need to take the third parameter. Just you take up to this parameter, that is omega ct plus kf integral of m of t dt. So note down one equation number for theta it. So that is instantaneous angle. But already you know what is theta of t from the first equation. At the starting you write theta of t equal to, what is theta of t? Theta of t, here you write theta of t equal to omega ct plus phi. Take that value. Theta t equal to omega ct plus phi. Differentiating on both sides with respect to t. Why we do all this analysis? to know the phase modulated wave and frequency modulated wave. Already I told you phase modulated wave in the first case. In the second case, we got frequency modulated wave. Here observe one point. In phase modulated wave, the phase is changes in accordance with the instantaneous value of message signal. So that's why here we calculate the instantaneous values. Always the instantaneous value changes with respect to time period. So that's why here we take, here we calculate instantaneous value. To calculate frequency modulated wave, first we calculate instantaneous value of angular frequency. To write phase modulated wave, first you calculate instantaneous value of angle. So that's why here we do this analysis. So take theta of t equal to omega ct plus phi, differentiating both sides with respect to t. Then you got omega c equal to d theta by dt. So from that, what you observe? Angular frequency is a derivative of theta t. You write omega I equal to, that is instantaneous angular frequency is d theta by dt from the above equation. You represent here one parameter, omega. If you know omega, by taking, how we calculate omega? By taking the derivative of theta. By taking the integral of omega I, we calculate theta. So totally, what is theta of t? Theta of t equal to omega ct plus phi. If you consider omega ct is the first term and phi is a second term, by changing the first term, we call it as a frequency modulation. By changing the first term, we call it as a frequency modulation. Since omega c is the angular frequency, if you change the second term with respect to time, then it is called phase modulation. Then we call it as phase modulation. So totally these two terms combinedly known as angle modulation, that is theta. By changing the angle with respect to time, then it is called angle modulation. The angle is changes in two ways. One way is changing frequency, another way is changing phase. If you change angular frequency, then it is called frequency modulation. If you change phase with respect to time, then it is called phase modulation. Here we take one parameter, which is beta, called modulation index in FM signal. Modulation index in FM signal. So in AM, we represent modulation index as mu. Mu. So now here you put a side heading modulation index in FM. Which is equal to ratio of frequency deviation to modulating signal frequency. Modulation index in FM is represented with beta, where beta equal to ratio of frequency deviation to modulating signal frequency, which is equal to delta omega by omega m, which is equal to delta omega by omega m. Here what is delta omega? Delta omega is frequency deviation. What is omega m? Omega m is modulating signal frequency. If you take the ratio between frequency deviation to modulation signal frequency, then we call it as modulation index. Already you know the definition for modulation index, how much extent the modulation is done. We call it as modulation index. With the help of modulation index, we can find how much extent the modulation is done. In case of AM, we represent with a mu. Similarly, in case of FM, we represent with beta. So beta equal to delta W by omega m. Delta omega by omega m. What is delta omega? Delta omega is a frequency deviation parameter. And omega m is a modulating signal frequency. Modulating signal frequency. Now what is frequency deviation? The name itself indicates what is frequency deviation. The maximum change in instantaneous frequency from the average frequency omega c. So note down the definition for frequency deviation. At the side you note down the definition for frequency deviation. What is frequency deviation? The maximum change in instantaneous frequency. The maximum change in instantaneous frequency from the average frequency omega c. From the average frequency omega c is called frequency deviation. So that is, it is a change in frequency. Change in frequency. It's called frequency deviation and represented with delta omega. And represented by delta omega. So to write the FM waveform, we can be written as VFM of t equal to AC cos omega CT plus beta sin omega mt. Here beta is a, what is beta? Beta is a modulation index in FM. The units for beta is radians. So this is VFM of t, AC cos omega CT plus beta sin omega mt. I'll put a side heading, single tone modulation. Single tone modulation. Single tone modulation. What is meant by single tone modulation? If we consider the message signal, single message signal, then it is called single tone modulation. If we take a single message signal, how we can write a PM modulated wave and FM modulated wave. So for that purpose, let us consider a message signal M of t. Let us consider a message signal M of t, which is equal to AM cos omega mt and high frequency carrier signal, which is C of t equal to AC cos omega ct. AC cos omega ct. But what is instantaneous frequency of FM signal? Already we calculated in the previous session. So omega I equal to omega c plus kf m of t. Omega c plus kf m of t. Already you know kf. What is kf? Frequency deviation constant. So now substitute m of t. M of t equal to am cos omega mt. Am cos omega mt. The product of kf and am. So that is frequency deviation constant and amplitude of modulating signal can be considered as frequency deviation. Can be considered as frequency deviation. So after writing this expression, in brackets you write since kf am equal to delta omega. Kf am equal to delta omega. So therefore omega c plus delta omega cos omega mt. Here delta, what is delta omega? Delta omega is called frequency deviation. We take the instantaneous angle of FM signal. Instantaneous value of FM signal, which is given by theta it equal to integral of omega I dt. Integral of omega I dt. But what is integral of omega I? Instantaneous angular frequency omega I equal to, already you know, omega c plus delta omega cos omega mt. If you take integration, it becomes omega ct plus delta omega by omega m into sin omega mt. So already you know delta omega by omega m equal to beta. So therefore omega ct plus beta into sin omega mt. So here you can write the FM signal in two ways. That is in terms of kf or otherwise in terms of beta. If you write the FM modulated wave in terms of beta, the expression becomes AC cos omega ct plus beta into sin omega mt. Here beta is the modulation index, which is the ratio of delta omega by omega m. Delta omega by omega m. So in amplitude modulation also, we represent the AM wave in two ways. One is in terms of modulation index mu and another term is sensitivity factor Ka. Here also the FM wave can be represented in two ways. One way is with the help of modulation index. If you consider the modulation index, the FM can be written as Vfm of t equal to AC cos omega ct plus beta into sin omega mt, where beta is modulation index of FM wave. What is meant by modulation index? How much extent the modulation is done. To calculate how much extent the modulation is done. In AM, we take different cases. For mu equal to 50%, 100%, over modulation, under modulation, like that. Here also we have different modulations, under modulation, over modulation, like that. Depending upon the beta value, the modulation is done. So what is the beta here? Delta omega by omega m. What is delta omega? Delta omega is called frequency deviation. It can also be written as kf into omega m. Delta omega is equal to kf into omega m. If we convert this kf into omega m, then the equation becomes FM modulated wave in terms of kf. But here, what is kf? What is kf? It is a frequency deviation constant. It is a frequency deviation constant. Finally, we can be written as Vpm of t equal to Vc cos omega ct plus 5 plus Kp into m of t, if it is a PM signal, phase modulated wave. If it is a frequency modulated wave, we can written as Kf into integral of m of t dt. Once you see Sanjay Sharma text, in the textbook, they give clear analysis for both frequency modulation and phase modulation. You go through once. If any doubt, you ask me. Finally, in terms of Kf and Kp, these are the final equations for both PM and FM. In overall view, you must understand what is frequency and phase modulations. So in both are angle modulation. Both are comes under angle modulation. So if there is a change in frequency, you call it as a frequency modulation. That frequency deviation can be considered as Kf. And if there is a change in phase, then we call it as phase modulation, and that phase difference, phase deviation can be considered, phase deviation constant can be considered as Kp. So what is the basic difference between PM and FM? If you observe the equation here, the angle is varied linearly with respect to modulating signal. But here what is angle is varied linearly with the integral of modulating signal. With the integral of modulating signal. How we got PM signal? For PM generated, for PM generation, first we differentiate the modulating signal and allow it to frequency modulation of the carrier. Allow it to frequency modulated circuit. So if you see block diagrams to generate PM signal, this is the block diagram. First M of t, if you pass M of t through differentiator circuit, after allow through frequency modulator circuit, then we got PM signal. So this is the PM signal generated method. To generate PM signal, we use two blocks. First one is differentiator and second one is frequency modulator. First pass the message signal through differentiator, then it becomes derivative of M of t. After passing through frequency modulator, we got PM signal. Already these modulators, phase modulator and frequency modulator, you know these blocks, they both have two types. It is just product modulators type. They both have two inputs. One is message signal and another one is carrier signal. To got PM signal, here we take derivative. To got FM signal, here we take integral of M of t. Already in previous final expression, what is FM signal? If you observe this expression, what is FM signal? it comes integral of m of t, integral of m of t. So therefore here we pass the message signal through integrator, then we got the integral of m of t dt, integral of m of t dt. After that it is passed through phase modulator, we got FM signal. We got FM signal. Similarly for PM signal, first we pass through differentiator. After that it is passed through frequency modulator, then we got PM signal. Already you know waveform representation. So this is FM signal representation. If there is, it is a message signal, it is FM signal representation. What is derivative of m of t? Already I told you derivative means 90 degrees phase shift. Therefore, the cycle starts from here. The cycle starts from here. And this is PM signal. So in the next class, I will discuss types of FM, that is narrowband FM, wideband FM, like that. So in today's class, you observe what is the expression for FM signal and what is the expression for PM signal. Once you go through textbook,